do the preview. Eintracht Frankfurt versus Arsenal. It's our first Europa League game of the season. None of us are really up for it. It's all a bit boring. It doesn't get interesting until obviously the knockout stages. And see who drops out of the Champions League and see who joins us. Really. Eintracht Frankfurt. What do we know about them? They're the team who gave Chelsea a very hard draw last season in the Champions League, and they only went out to penalties. And when truth be told, they should have went through really, because that's much better over the two legs than Chelsea. So it won't be easy for Arsenal, especially. All depends what Unai Emery's thinking is, depending on what team he picks. Squad news. Mesut Ozil, our talisman, £350,000 a week, man. He hasn't travelled. So make of that what you will. Was 2 games in a week too much for him? Or is 2 games in the season too much for him? So I would have liked to have seen him, really. My guest today, we've got Terry Armaguna, who's usually with us. Dave Guna, all the way from South Africa.
That's it.
That's quite a good South African accent, actually. I actually impressed myself with that. I think that's probably the only accent I can do. Also got Arsenal TV, Richard. If you haven't subscribed to Arsenal TV, give Richard a follow. It's a good channel, and as you know, I support all YouTubers. So check Richard out. Charlie, how's it going, bruv? You all right?
Hello, yeah, I'm good, mate. You?
Nice to have you back. Sorry for blowing you out the other day, but I'm not sure. I'm sure it's not the first time you've been blown out, Charlie.
Yeah, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
At least it weren't by a bird, mate. You're all right.
Yeah, exactly that. You're the next best thing, though, son. You know what I
mean? you can't beat experience, mate. So, let's go to our Frankfurt and Arsenal game. I haven't really checked the squad news. That was just a bit of information that Terry's just given me, just to show how uninterested I am. If I get over 10 views in his podcast, I'll be happy.
Every little helps.
So we'll go with Terry Armaguna first. Terry, what's your take on the competition and also Arsenal's performance against Watford, and what sort of team and lineup would you expect to see on Thursday?
Well, getting the team news tonight, obviously, as you just said, Ozil's not in the squad. Tierney's still not in the squad, and Bellerin's still not in the squad. So, to me, I'm upset about that squad already. Do you know what I mean? And like I said in the preview against Watford before we played them, I thought that we should have had Tierney back and Bellerin and Holding back for the Watford game to at least give them some minutes leading up to the Man United game at the end of this month. Don't look like they're going to get any minutes now until the actual game itself, because I can't see him being ready for Villa at the weekend. So I think we're going to struggle, to be honest, with the squad that we're going out there, with the way that Emery plays away from home. I think this is going to be a really hard game for us. I'm going to be truthful about it. I think it's going to be a really hard game. But in my honest opinion, I think this is going to be one of our biggest nights for Emery and our season already, and we're only in September. We've got to go out there. I think we've got to put all our eggs in one basket this season and go for the Europa League so that we can get in the Champions League, because we're nowhere near going to be challenging for the title. So that's with Liverpool, Man City. That's 2 places gone there. And then with the other 2 places at the moment, I can't see how we're going to beat Man U, Chelsea, Tottenham to get that top 4. So for me, I think he's got to put his strongest side out every week in the Europa League now and literally go for it and try and win it.
That's an interesting point, which people in the comments, do you think Emery should put all his eggs in one basket for the Europa League and concentrate on that rather than the league? I totally disagree. Definitely, because as soon as the Champions League teams drop in, it's going to be a lot more harder. And I can't think that Arsenal could just concentrate on a cup competition, because it's a lottery whether you win or not. D-Dubs, what's happening, bruv? I'm a South London boy too. I'm from Peckham originally, and then I was brought up in Walworth for 27 years. So I'm a South London boy too. So hope you're well, and wish South London luck for me. As soon as you pass Tower Bridge, it's a totally different place to be. David, what's your take on how we should approach the game as well? And would you put all your eggs in one basket, or don't you eat eggs?
Sonny, I think we kind of took that approach last season, or if you think that way, the thing is, we went in last season and we lost so many games and we dropped so many points that it kind of left us like we have to win the Europa League or we do not get Champions League. So I would say putting all our eggs in one basket isn't the best way to go for the Europa League. I would say have a balance. So maybe play a bit of a strong team against Frankfurt, but we also we're playing Villa at home on the weekend, and we cannot afford to struggle again. We have to pull off a promising performance, which I haven't frankly seen the entire season. And it's not an easy one to also go play Frankfurt away. They have a very strong atmosphere in the stadium and the fans are very lively. So it's not going to be an easy one for us either. And we kind of have to start showing some good performances away from home, especially because Emery, with his tactics, he seems to get frightened away from home. And he seems like he doesn't know really what to do. And I saw a lot of people talking about how there's a lot of confusion apparently with the instructions that he's giving players. And against Watford, that was very clear to me that players are not 100% certain on what he wants from them. So I don't know. I would say we have to keep a balance moving forward.
Yeah, I think you're talking South African after time. Richard, what's your take on things? Well, you haven't been on the channel before, so what's your take on how the season's going and the Europa League and your whole take on things, really?
Well, to be honest, in terms of our Europa League at the moment, this is probably one of our toughest groups going into it, and I think this season of the Europa League is going to be a lot tougher to what it was last season. Unai Emery at the moment, for me, I think he'll be lucky to be in job by December if things do not go to plan. In terms of his tactics, I think it's completely wrong. I know the players have come out and said that Unai Emery got his tactics completely wrong against Watford, but I think he's got his tactics wrong in the majority of the 5 games that we've played. I've seen no improvement. It's like, the way I'm looking at Emery, it's like Wenger all over again, if I'm being honest. But in terms of setting up against Frankfurt, I think we need to go with 3 at the back instead of the 4-2-3-1, because in previous games that we played with the 4-2-3-1,
let me just ask you a question, Richard. Let me just ask you a question. While you're saying play with 3 at the back, okay, is that because you watched DT's video, or is that because that's your own opinion?
No, that's my own opinion, because I've noticed that during the past 2 games, Koležník and Ainsley Maitland-Niles in the 4, they are not good defensively. They're not good as fullbacks. So I think we need to play to their strengths and go and play as them as a fullbacks, as the wingback. Sorry.
Tell me, before we get to the teams, Charlie, what's your take on things?
It's hard at the moment, man. I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't enjoyed watching us play since the beginning of the season. It's literally, it's just appalling. He doesn't know exactly what his players don't even know what he wants them to do. So I'm just watching it, getting confused myself, thinking, what is our tactics? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? Frankfurt, we just need to go all out attack, mate. We just need to just play to our strengths. So our strengths at the moment is the attack. It's not the defence. So we just fight fire with fire. That's how I see it.
I'm just trying to pick a team actually while we're speaking. Have you guys thought about your team selections yet?
Well, look at
no.
See, I would go. Obviously, looking at the squad, you've got to have Leno in goal. I'd have Chambers left back. I'd have Olding. I'd have to put Olding straight in with. I don't even think Socrates is on there, is he?
What formation? What formation are you playing first?
Well, I would have a 4-3-3. At the moment, obviously, I would have thought Tierney would have been back. He's been absolutely smashing it in training. That's what we keep hearing from the Arsenal videos and showing us. He's all over the place. He's diving on the floor. So if he's doing that in training, why can't he do it on the pitch? I don't understand. Why ain't he in the squad? So, yeah, I'd have Leno in goal. I'd have Chambers left back. I'll have to have Holding and David Luiz in the middle. Maitland-Niles on the right, even though I don't think he should even be playing for us anymore after what he done the weekend. I'd have Torreira as the holding midfielder. I'd have Willock and Ceballos. And then I'd have Nelson, Pepe and Saka.
Dave?
Yeah.
Which team would you put out?
So I would go similar to Terry with 4-3-3, but I would say we play Aubameyang. We play Torreira's fit, eh?
Yeah, go for the whole team.
So
it's like a jigsaw puzzle. We're trying to put them into their places.
yeah. So I don't know. I think very similar to yours. I wouldn't play Chambers at left back. Play Holding and Chambers at centre back. Play Kolasinac at left back. Niles at right back. Obviously, Niles shouldn't be wearing an Arsenal shirt. I agree with you on that. And besides that, pretty straightforward, like the same as you have chosen. I don't think we should go full out for it. We need to conserve some energy for the weekend, but we definitely shouldn't be throwing a whole lot of youngsters onto the pitch.
Richard?
Well, in terms of the goalkeeper, I personally would go for Leno, but I'm just going with what I think Unai Emery might go with. So I reckon he'll probably go with Martinez. And then in my three at the back, I would go with Chambers, Holding, and David Luiz. And then my two wing backs would be Ainsley Maitland-Niles on the right, Kolasinac out on the left. My midfield would be Torreira and Willock. And then I'll have Ceballos in that number 10 role in behind Abba and Pep.
Yeah, Charlie?
It's a bit hard. I haven't seen the team sheet, so it's going to be a bit hard for me. I know he's bringing obviously some kids in, so I'm going to do the one that I think personally out of the kids and the senior squads. Right, Pepe at left back. Got Aubameyang at right back.
No, that's if we get Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, Emery switches it up so much, man. I don't even know what he's going to do next. You know what I mean, Chambers striker. Right. The team that I'd say, I'm going to guess it anyway. Nelson on the left, Pepe on the right, Aubameyang through the middle, Torreira in the middle. Torreira obviously, Willock, Guendouzi, Kolasinac on the left, Chambers in the middle. I'm hoping he plays Holding as well. I really am. Again, centre back and right back. Obviously, the only choice that we have at the moment, which is Maitland-Niles.
For me,
and Leno. Sorry,
I'm going with three at the back as well. I'm going 3-5-2. I'm going no, I'm not. I'm going to go 3-4-3. I'm going to go. I'm going 3-4-3. Hang on, how many close that? Yeah, that's right. 3-4-3. Right. Well, I'm going to go with Martinez in goal. I'm leave Leno home to rest. I'm going to go with a back three of Holding, David Luiz, and Callum Chambers. If I wasn't playing a 3 and I was playing a 4, I would have put Mustafi in. Right, which is why I think Emery's going to go with 4. I don't think he's going to go with 3 instead of Maitland-Niles. But I can't see Mustafi playing as a wing back. But obviously I'll go Kolasinac on the other side. So if I was going with a 3, I would go Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Kolasinac as wing backs. If I was going as a 4, I would go with Mustafi as right back instead of Maitland-Niles and Kolasinac as left back. Okay, so we have to play Kolasinac because we've got no one else. But I think he's going to go with 4, and I think Mustafi is going to get a game. If we were going to go with 4, I'd go with my centre backs as Chambers and Holding. I wouldn't put David Luiz in the team, and I wouldn't put Socrates in the team. Midfield, if we went with a midfield three, I'd go with Torreira, Willock, and then the question mark is: do we go with Guendouzi or Ceballos? I would like to see Ceballos play, but having said that, I'd rather give him a rest for more important games, because I don't think the outcome of this game is going to be vital for us qualified for the group. So I'm going to go Guendouzi, even though it was terrible the other day. So my midfield would be Torreira, Willock, Guendouzi, which everyone's going to turn around and say, why are we playing three centre mids, three holding midfielders in the middle? It's the cards you dealt with, and we ain't got anyone else than the fact that that's how I want it. So I prefer Ceballos, but if he needed a rest or he had a slight knock from the other day, then that's the only reason I'll give Guendouzi a game, not because I want him to play. Up front, I won't play Reece Nelson. I think it was fucking awful the other day, and I'll start with Martinelli.
Yeah.
So I'll go Martinelli, Pepe, and Aubameyang.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
when you look at it, when you look at it, our squad is quite thin.
It's very thin.
It's thin. It's
yeah,
thin.
mate. We got rid of everyone, didn't we?
You know,
I still can't understand, to be honest, why on earth we put Eddie and Tekla out on loan, to be honest.
yeah,
He's absolutely smashing it as well.
I think obviously there's a concern that Aubameyang's going to be burnt out.
Yeah.
So if that was the case, then I would have started with Pepe up front, and then I would have put Nelson and Martinelli in if I really want to mix things up a bit. I mean, I don't really want Aubameyang playing in unnecessary games and getting knackered for the league. Are we going to win? Anyone's guess. Just want to shout out Arsenal Realist. We had a really good podcast earlier. So if you haven't seen it, firstly subscribe to Arsenal Realist. So let's say his catchphrase: Hola, bonjour, merhaba, konnichiwa, wagwan. So and we're all conky out on this channel, mate. That's one thing. That's one thing we are. We're all conky out. We're Arsenal Realists sitting on the fence. We don't know whether we're in or out on Arsenal Realists. No, I'm fucking with you, bro. I'm fucking with you. No, so definitely subscribe to Arsenal Realists, and also go and subscribe to Richard's channel, Arsenal TV as well. But
can I ask a question, Sonny?
Go on, mate.
Why does anyone on the panel actually believe that you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow night? You don't know what tactics are going to be played. You don't know how we're going to play, and you don't know what the results are going to be. Does anyone on the panel think different to that? Because I think we're predictable. I think we're so predictable, and I know how the game's going to go already before it's even played.
It's a difficult one, man. Especially away from home. It's very unpredictable.
You know what? It's hard enough predicting. It's hard enough predicting the team for the league.
Yeah.
Never mind Europa League.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, I think we will sit back and build a wall, and we'll hope for just two chances like Aubameyang got against Watford. Basically, it'd be the most boringest game you've ever seen, and we'd be lucky enough to come out of it with a draw. I think.
Claude Gunner, Sonny, are you actually looking for six? Not with you, bro.
I am.
Not you.
Bring me in.
I predicted a 1-1 draw because I can't see us getting the win, and that's only because of the way we've been playing. It's either we're going to draw 1-1 or we're going to lose the game. Either way.
Yeah.
A quick question for you, right? Based on how we played against Watford, anything other than a win is going to be a pressure result. Now it's going to be a bad result.
Yeah. I don't think Emery's got long either. In all honesty, I really don't. Especially judging by our run of games after this.
I mean, it's definitely our hardest. It's our hardest game in the group away to Frankfurt. They're not mugs, all right? But people in the comments, let us know your score predictions of how you think it's going to go. Because I think it's too hard to call. We need to, for confidence, we need to win. So Emery might surprise us by going very strong in this game.
Don't be so silly.
I don't know. He might surprise us. He might go strong.
What you think? you think for a change that he's going to go out and just play attacking football against the Germans,
Yeah.
and not against any of the Premiership teams? I don't think so.
No, last season he went quite strong away from even in the early stages, really. And any team with Aubameyang, I mean, it's a strong team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel sorry for him, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for him.
I think Emery understands the Europa League slightly better than the Premier League at the end of the day. So I don't know. We'll have to see.
Richard, what's your take on it?
I reckon we'll get a draw. Either that or we're going to lose. And I think, as I said before, I think that if Unai Emery doesn't get this result, then it's pressure on him more from the fans, because the way it's going at the moment, if we finish outside the top 4 places, time December comes around, he's going to be out the door. I'm sorry, he does, and he's only got himself to blame.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think Archie's making a good point. It's all going to depend on how it is every time Arsenal play.
Yeah.
We could say what the score is going to be just by the team lineup.
I do agree with that, but to a certain extent, the team can only do what he wants them to do.
Yeah.
So ultimately, it comes down to Emery all the time for me at the moment.
So what do you think of this call from Joseph then? If Arsenal lose tomorrow and again at the weekend, will Emery get the sack?
No.
Nah, 100%.
I would sack him. I would
Yeah.
sack him.
We would.
If we don't win tomorrow night.
I wouldn't.
Well, if we don't win tomorrow night and we lose against Villa, then you might as well say I mean, how many points will we be behind the top 2 then?
We were fucking laughing at Chelsea and Man U at the beginning of the season.
Exactly.
And that's it, mate. Look where we are now. We're below them.
Shall I tell you one reason Arsenal won't sack Emery? The one reason Arsenal won't sack Emery is they'll be too tight to pay out the rest of his contract.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, wait till the end, mate, when his contract's over.
7 months left on it, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, 7 months.
I'm just going to see where we are on the league.
Win 7th or 8th, I think.
We're level on points with Spurs, Chelsea, and United, aren't we?
Yeah, we're on 8 points with them. So
yeah,
if we lost the weekend, we'd be 3 points behind them, and we could possibly be 10 points behind Liverpool with 6 games gone.
You know what? As far as I'm concerned, this game's a free hit. I think even if they beat us at their ground, we'll beat them at the Emirates comfortably, and I think we'll beat all the other teams home and away comfortably as well. I think even if we lost tomorrow, you could have Mickey Mouse in the team. It wouldn't make a difference to me. I might even watch EastEnders before. Your Europa League just does not interest me.
It'd be more interesting with the. Unfortunately, but I think the way he's going to play, it's just going to be boring like it has been all season, unfortunately.
Okay, let's score predictions. I mean, we're going. Owen 1999 has gone 1-1. Aubameyang, Rebic don't play for them no more, so someone. That's what someone said in the comments anyway. I don't really know nothing about Frankfurt, so I don't know whether he plays for them or not.
Yeah.
I don't know one player. Don't know one player.
I think he went. I remember something about Roma. Either he was gonna go Roma or he's gone Roma. Don't
know. Score prediction. Terry, go
on. My head is saying 2-2. My head is saying 2-2. I reckon we might score first, but then defensive errors will cost us again, and then in the going we might nick a equaliser towards the end. But depending on the team, though, that's depending on when I see the team tomorrow. If it ain't the right team, then I could easily see us losing.
David,
I'm going to go 2-1 to Arsenal. We play a solid lineup. We should get the result. But as Terry said, as soon as we see the lineup, we should know the result at the end of the day.
Richard?
I'm going to go a 1-1 draw because as it depends on what formation and what players Emery's going to put out. But in terms of our away form at the moment, I just can't see us winning.
Charlie?
Yeah, 2-2. I agree with Terry. 2-2. That's what my heart's saying to me. 2-2. It's going to be hard. Like I just see a comment there a minute ago. Their atmosphere is absolutely immense. The atmosphere in Germany is immense on its own. I mean, especially Dortmund as well. So they're going to have a little bit of a hard time, I reckon.
You know what? For some reason, it doesn't matter who we play, where we play. I can never predict an Arsenal loss.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I always think I always try to be positive. I try to be positive, and I think I always think we're going to win.
2-2's me being positive.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be because I take my meds. I don't know. But I'm going for a 2-1 Arsenal. But obviously, once the team lineup comes out some more, we're gonna have a clearer picture of how we're setting up. I mean, especially, I think the key for me is going to be if it is holding the Chambers, how rusty will they be? There's so many questions. If it's going to be Torreira, Willock, and Guendouzi, there's no creativity. If it's going to be if Ceballos is going to go in there, then we've got then there's a bit of creativity there. If we've got Martinelli or Nelson, which one is going to seize their opportunities? You know.
Listen, it could be a real possibility tomorrow that he starts with Martinez in goal, Kazinac on the left, Mustafa, Louise, and Maitland-Niles.
Who are these people?
Mustafa.
he works in my fucking kebab shop down the road.
You know what I mean? That's seriously what he could line up with.
So anyway, where's Mesut Ozil live? What's happened to him?
Probably
got the shits, probably. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? I've actually written him off as an Arsenal player. You know,
I don't even play for us.
I don't even look out for him on the team sheet no more at all.
He's the most expensive bench warmer, isn't he?
Well, he doesn't sit on the bench though, Charlie.
I know. Yeah.
Aussie Goon is saying hopefully Willock and Chambers get a run out because they never deserve to be dropped in the first place. Also keen to see either Martinelli or Saka. Good shout. I think Martinelli or Saka, very exciting players, and I'd be keen to see both of them in a full 90 minutes as well. To be honest with you.
But how will they do defending for 90 minutes? Because that's the way we're set up to play. That's the thing. That's what he's doing to all our players at the moment. He's ruining them because we're not playing no attacking football.
Richard and David, feel free to contribute. You look like up the phone.
Do you know what? I look at it. I don't think Emery even knows his full starting 11.
No, he doesn't. No.
And the only thing is with Emery, he's not playing the players to their strengths.
Yeah.
100% agree with that.
David, blink for me so I know it's not a phone up.
I think there's a bit of an issue with the inconsistency. Like, would any of you here say Emery knows his midfield and his defense? Which one is his strongest and which is his weakest? Would any of you say that he is aware of where they stand?
Yeah, they're all his fucking weakest.
I don't think which is the strongest.
Even if you look at Torreira last season, Lucas Torreira, I think he had a really good season coming into the team, and I don't know, I'm not seeing that from him, and it's getting worrying to a lot of fans that Emery could start ruining a lot of players.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just Torreira. I think he's doing it to a few players, to be honest.
I don't think Torreira's going to be there next season.
No way. Especially after last season as well.
And
there was another one.
And do you know what? The way things are going at the minute, I will be lucky to even see Aubameyang at the club. Because it seems like he's scoring all the goals, and he's like, but then you've got like useless dicks in defence that's screwing it all up. And then he's going to think, well, I'm doing this for absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Same as
I'm with Xhaka, mate. I'm with Xhaka. As far as I'm concerned, it's Aubameyang's fault he's not scoring more.
How dare he?
When did he say that? I didn't say that.
Paul Morris says, have you guys seen enough of Martinelli to pop him in the first team. He's great, but young fella, a bit like I watched him. I watched him good for a young player.
Yeah.
Thing he is a bit light, and so's Guendouzi, and so is Nelson, aren't they? And so Saka. But at the end of the day, I think last season we had Emil Smith Rowe and Nketiah making quite an impact, didn't we? In the Europa League in the opening games. No, not Smith Rowe. Season before, because Smith Rowe was on loan last season.
Yeah.
That wasn't even under Emery, was it? That was under Wenger, wasn't it? With Smith Rowe in the Europa League.
I think it was last season, RB Leipzig, wasn't it?
Yeah,
last season.
Yeah.
January, I think.
Yeah, so it was under Wenger. Under Wenger, Smith Rowe when he was in the Europa League.
No, Emery.
Was it under Emery?
Yeah.
Yes, I think they're all lightweight. But the thing is, can we take this competition too seriously at this stage? You know, if you ask me, what would you prefer? Would you prefer 3 points on Sunday, or would you prefer to lose this game? I'll take the 3 points on Sunday all day long.
I totally agree with you there, Sonny. I totally agree with you. But like I was saying earlier, can you really see us not losing any more games this season? So I think we're in a dogfight to even get near the top 4 this season. So our best route for the Champions League, in my eyes, being realistic, is through the Europa League.
But if the thing is, what happens if we have a repeat of 2 years ago and we have a lot of teams dropping from the Champions League, like Atletico Madrid, and then we end up getting them in like a semi-final? We're not going to compete with that at the end of the day. So we're more likely to try stick it out through the league.
With me, because I hate this competition. Tomorrow, I'm not really going to be criticising Emery on his team selection either way. Whoever he picks. You know, I'm gonna slag him off if they lose. but team selection, whatever team he puts out, if he puts out a strong team, I'll understand it because we played so shit against Watford. And really, he should have punished all of them, made them play again. For
me, I suppose I'm old school.
The other thing is, Terry, I just want to cut you, right? If we was playing in the Champions League now, he would be playing the same players twice a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But to be honest, if we were playing in the Champions League, we'd be getting an idea like that team did like last night, 6-2 or whatever.
But the point I'm trying to make is we say we rest them for the league games, but every time we've rested them for league games, it's never worked anyway because they just play shit in the league when they come back anyway.
Exactly, that's what I mean. You should all, like I said, I'm old school. You should always play your strongest team. You should never change your winning side, and always put out your best players.
Everyone in the comments, would you go strong or would you go with a weakened team tomorrow?
Strong. Our strongest team possible. I would.
I think we should go the strongest every game.
Do you know what? As much as every one of us wants to be in the Champions League, right now, I don't think we've even got the mentality to go far in the Champions League either.
Exactly.
No.
We haven't, because every time we've been in the Champions League, we got to the last 16 and been sent home. So what's the odds that it's going to happen again? I just think that we need a year out of European football completely for us to get our act together and know where we stand as a club.
We've got the right manager to do that, though.
Can I just address that to Richard? Rich, if you went to a club and only chat to dogs, you're going to pull a dog. so
trust me, Sonny knows.
It all depends on what time of the night it is. You start off at your level high, and then you start
but do you know what, guys? Do you know what? Even if Unai top 4, I think that he should leave anyway, because I don't think he's the right guy to take us forward to take us further into the Champions League. If anything, the person that needs to come in would be Allegri, would be the next one to take over us.
I don't know if he'd have to say Jose Mourinho.
No.
Allegri's looking for a house already.
Is that a year and a half?
He's already house shopping.
I know the house market's slow, but let's take the piss.
Okay, and here's a question then. Do you want Emery on or out at this moment in time? And if he is out, who do you want in?
Let's start with Dave.
So Emery went out now, like tomorrow. I would either bring in Allegri, or as we spoke before, Terry Arteta. I think Arteta has a lot of Guardiola's philosophy, and we could honestly use that in the club.
Yeah.
But with Emery, we're not going to move anywhere. I don't know. I haven't seen a difference since Wenger left. I'm not going to lie.
So do you want him to stay or go, Dave?
I want him to go. I want him gone yesterday, mate.
Yeah. Charlie?
Right, I'd say, yeah, Mia Khalifa. 100%. She's strong up top, and she can take some beatings at the back. I tell you. So
What's the difference between Mia Khalifa and Emery? Nothing. They get fucked every week anyway.
No, do you know what? I don't even know who I'd say put in charge at the moment. I wanted Carlo Ancelotti, in all honesty, before he went Napoli. I like him as a manager. Realistically, though, who'd probably come in after Emery? I'd say it'd be Jose Mourinho, man. I guarantee that's what's going to happen, 100%.
You know, Richard, how about you?
There's 3 managers I would like to come in.
Tony
If in terms of Unai Emery and what I want him to do at the minute, if anything is not sorted by December, then I would have him gone before even January. The manager to come in, I'd probably go with Allegri, Carlo Ancelotti, or I would actually have Norwich's manager.
You know, I'd have. I don't want a boring manager, right? For entertainment value, off the pitch, I'd go Mourinho. Because that'll keep it interesting. On the
I cannot
pitch,
speak.
on the pitch, I wouldn't touch him, but just for entertainment value, I think he'll be fucking. I think he'll be blind. I think he'll be blinding. Right?
If you want entertainment value, you've got to have Barry Fry, surely.
Allegri, I don't know. He was playing in a shit league with only one team in it, really, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Is he too boring? Simeone, I wouldn't touch because I think he's boring. The fucking football bore me. I don't. Yeah, well, if Arsenal got a manager like a George Graham,
Yeah,
and I put Simeone and that lot into that category as well. As much as I love George Graham, with us win the league. A couple of years of his reign was fucking boring. Right? But I don't. I won't put the season where we only lost one game, and that's the Chelsea, right? But the thing is, I hand on heart say, if we're playing boring football, even if we're winning, I won't go.
yeah. It's fast, fluid football, mate. That's why I love Wenger ball at the beginning to begin with.
I'm not paying £80 per ticket to get bored.
No, we can't be getting in boring manager at the end of the day.
Although I'd go, to be honest with you, I'd go for either the guy from Ajax.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go for him, or I'll go for someone totally unproven, and I'll go for Arteta.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll go for Arteta because obviously he's been at the club before. He
Yeah.
knows what we're all about. And what's he had now? 2-3 seasons under Pep.
Yeah.
You know, he's got to have the mentality of what Pep's giving now. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, I reckon if Arteta would have come in, obviously, before Emery, the thing is, a lot of them players played with Arteta. So are they going to respect him as a manager?
I think they would.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think they would, especially with the knowledge that he's had under Pep. For surely they're going to want to play that way, you know what I mean, much more than what they're doing now. Because
I just think, no, under Mourinho, right, as a bastard as a manager, we'd be a bastard team as well, you know what I mean? Can you imagine it?
Proper shithousery, mate. Proper.
Yeah.
I've got my reservations with him. I don't know.
Emilio Anthony, would you rather play boring football and end up winning trophies, or play sexy football and get spanked by every week? Thing is, we don't play sexy football now and we're getting spanked. and why can't we be defensively strong and play sexy football like Liverpool?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Any team who win the league who do play sexy football, 10 times out of 10 they're defensively strong anyway. So why do you have to be boring if you're defensively strong?
If anyone thinks we're playing sexy football now, and we're getting spanned like you said, then there's something wrong with us Arsenal.
If anyone thinks we're playing sexy football now, they're not watching proper hardcore porn,
mate,
are they? They're watching the soft stuff where you can't see nothing happening.
The
Do you know what, guys? Do you know what our problem is in terms of our defence? It's not being drilled enough, not like it was with George Graham. Under George Graham, you could tell what he had the solid foundation at the back, and anything else in front was a bonus. As long as he had the defence protecting the goal, that was it. He was sorted.
But the thing is, how long are we saying this for now?
Exactly.
Since George Graham hasn't been there. You know what I mean? How many more years can we go before we get it right? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think regarding that Champions League question, I think if you pay players the right money, they're going to come anyway. Give them 150 grand a week. They'll be charting their own plane, mate. Sadly, Ajax manager is not going to give up his side with his potential to come to Arsenal. I think he will. I think
there's no reason he wouldn't.
The Dutch league is a shit league. The only thing what's good in Holland is prostitutes and weed.
The old devil's lettuce.
The thing is, at the end of the day, Arsenal, we're still a great football club with great history, and we will always attract big managers, will attract quality, and you can't deny that at the end of the day.
Interesting question from D-Dubs. He says it's no secret those who are close to Jose Mourinho sees Arsenal as a long-term club. I'm talking 10 years type of long. Jose Mourinho has never been anywhere for longer than 3 years, and the reason he probably sees Arsenal as a long-term club, he probably thinks it's a soft touch, he won't get sacked.
10 years worth of
I mean, the guy lives in London. He's got a nice house in Hampstead, and if he gets 10 million bags a year, of course he'll see it as a long-term contract. He's been through every other team top team in the world, isn't he?
Do you know what, guys? Mentioned about Ajax, there's one player that I'm surprised that we didn't go for, and that's Hamik Ziyech. I'm surprised that we didn't go for it. I'm being funny. He had a 25 million pound release clause.
Yeah.
And he's just signed a new contract.
Maybe that was the option that we could have got, because he literally lit up the Champions League last season.
He's such an awesome footballer.
I'm surprised we never went for the 11 Ajax footballers.
Yeah, all of them.
I mean, Nicolas Pepe, is he going to come good tomorrow night or what?
I reckon he will. I don't know about you guys, but I did watch quite a bit of his games last season. And we know, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. The thing is, look at Lacazette when he came in from the French league. Took him time to adapt. And the difference with the French league and the Premier League is the Premier League is a lot more. There's a lot more physicality involved. And from what I've seen from Pepe, if he can adapt to that physicality, we do have a very good player on our hands. But he needs to stop being so selfish and trying to get that first goal. It will come. He just needs to have some patience.
Right, realistic transfer targets for January. Obviously, we're all looking at defenders and possibly a holding midfielder. Who'd you go for? And also in the comments.
I think we're more likely to go for Cahill now. He's over the edge, just like all the other defenders we go for, like David De Luiz and Lichtsteiner from last year. You know, you got to be
fucking random signings.
You got to be of a certain age before Arsenal buy you.
I will seriously go out. Right. I'll binge Xhaka. I'll seriously go out and put money on the table and try and get to Corey, regardless of whatever it costs. I think that's what we need in midfield, and also Upham and Carno. I'd go out and I'd make sure we get him as well.
Yeah,
I completely agree. But there's another defender that I would like us to try and get, and that's Lewis Dunk for Brighton. I think he'll be a great addition. I know he's a really tough nut. He's a really tough nut as well. And I think it's something that we need is a bit of more toughness in our back. I don't want
Richard. You're right. He's a good defender, but I don't want. If we're going to play out from the back, I want defenders who can play football. You know what I mean? Because it's obvious that Emery's going to play out from the back, and I don't want another Socrates, tough nut, fucking sumo wrestler, But at the end of the day, he can't play with ball at his feet.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you just want one fucking fat geezer, just go. I'll go and play defense.
I think in the January markets, we need to go get a player. I don't know if you guys have heard of him before. His name is Jonathan Tah. He plays for Bayer Leverkusen, if I'm not wrong.
Decent player, very decent player.
And I would love to see Jonathan Tah in our defense. He's a strong presence. He knows how to push a man off the ball. He can play the ball out of the back. And we need someone like him. Coupled up with Holding, it would help us out a lot. And I think we need to, as you said, Sonny, we need to bin Xhaka. And we need to get in someone else. Like, I don't know, that guy from Watford, can't remember his name. Who?
Decore?
Yeah, Decore. I think he's solid. I think someone like him, like a strong midfield presence. But you don't know.
What would he be worth?
Who, Decore?
No, Tar.
That's a difficult one, eh? I'd say anywhere between 30 to 50 million.
Yeah.
And I reckon he's better than Luka Mancano.
He's cheap. He'll be cheap enough for Mancano.
Yeah, definitely. He hasn't got as much pop around him at the end of the day. But if you even go watch some of his highlight reels on YouTube, he is insane.
You know what, D-Dubs? I think Holding is the most overrated footballer at Arsenal. I honestly believe that. He's the most overrated footballer at Arsenal. He's a good player. But if anyone is expecting Holding to come and fix our defensive problems, I think they're going to be.
Well, it just shows you, Sonny. It just shows you how much we depend on someone like Holding, because he's probably the best defender at the club. That's what it comes down to.
Has he even played 10 since Holding's been here? Has he played 10 successive games in a row?
I think so.
He hasn't, has he? So
no.
But that ain't down to injury. That's down to the manager's not picking him.
So why is Holding the next best thing then since Bobby Moore?
I think he's our best option for what we actually have. Like we're dealing with, we have Socrates, who's washed up. We have Louise, who's washed up. And then we have Chambers, who's like just below Holding's level.
Do you know what? What I've noticed about Arsenal fans, right? I don't know if you lot agree or anyone in the comments agree as well. When a player's been out injured, whether it's Bellerin, Holding, Welbeck, or whoever, everyone forgets how shit they are. You know what I mean? Granit Xhaka was out for 3 or 4 games or a couple of games or whatever it was, and everyone said, "Don't we miss Xhaka? What did we? Yeah. What is it we missed?"
I've never missed him. That's for sure.
Yeah, fuck.
Okay, Arsenal's defenders. Everyone in the comments, right? Arsenal's defenders, right? Let's talk centre backs. We've got 6 centre backs. Yeah, we've got Holding, Chambers, Mavropanos, David Luiz, Mustafi, and Holding. And I just got put your comments. What you rate each one out of 10.
Oh God!
Take over. I just got to answer the door.
Oh my God, this should be fun.
Well, obviously, at the moment, I'd say Holding's our best defender that we've got at the club.
Yeah.
Followed possibly by Chambers.
Yeah.
Then I would put, obviously,
I'll put Mavropanos next.
I don't know how you say his name. As you can tell, I can't really say names. What's that? Greece.
Mavropanos.
Socrates. Mavropanos.
Yeah. I mean, we even seen him play. I think he's played, 2 or 3 games for us?
We haven't seen enough of Mavropanos yet.
He was supposed to be the next thing since last bit as well.
Yeah. Another Mislin tat signing, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah, as I said, I'd have put Holding, Chambers, probably Socrates, Mavropanos, whatever his name is. And then David Luiz, and I don't even know why we even bought him. Chelsea fans are absolutely laughing at us for taking him, I tell you.
Holding come from Bolton, Richard. Holding come from Bolton for £2.5 million. Go on, Rich.
Yeah, no, I think David Luiz was a panic because after us losing Lauren Koscielny. So yeah, I think it was definitely a panic. But I know Arsenal was previously in talks with Upper Bacana, but I think because it was getting closer to the deadline day, they knew that deal wasn't going to go through. So they probably went, well, we need a defender right now, so we'll just go and get David Luiz. So
yeah,
I think David Luiz was just, I think it was just a temporary thing. So
yeah.
It's either that or they see more money out of Head and Shoulders advert.
I think Arsenal meant serious business, and we actually wanted to compete for the league again. We'd go out, would slap a whole lot of money on Koulibaly, and we would get someone like Tar or Upamecano, and then we could start looking like we actually mean business.
But my only reservations with all of this, we can at the moment. I think we could go out and get Ronaldo. We could get Messi.
Exactly.
We could get all these
It
players.
won't change our defence.
But it won't change us because
But we need a new manager as well.
Ozzy Guna, right, is rated, and I want you all to give him a rating as well. Mavropanos, Ozzy Guna's given a 4. I would give him a 2, right? What do you give, Terry?
as I said, I think I've seen him play once or twice before, so I'd say 2 just for playing twice.
So as that rating? What's that rating?
I haven't got a clue because I haven't seen him, so 2.
Okay, David, let's do quickly.
I'll do a 3 for Mavropanos just for what I've seen there.
Richard?
yeah, agree. 3.
3.
Charlie, okay.
Yeah.
Socrates, I'll give a 5 for Socrates as well.
I'd give Socrates a 6.
With you,
David?
Sonny, a 5.
Richard?
I'd give him a 4 because of his discipline.
Yeah, I'd say 6, man.
Okay.
6.
David Luiz, I'll give a 5. Richard, Terry?
I'll give him -5.
David?
I'll give Louise a 2. It's been shocking.
Richard?
1.
Charlie?
5.
Callum Chambers, don't base him on one game against Newcastle. Base him on all time at Arsenal. Yeah. Callum Chambers, I'll give a 4. Terry,
I'll give him a 6.
well, just because English like you, eh? David.
English.
David. Hey, what's that, David?
5 for Chambers.
Richard.
Yeah, I would. I'd give him a 5.
5. Yeah, 5.
Richard, if you're going to be on a podcast, mate, you've got to stay awake.
No, sometimes it delays a bit, so it's all right. Don't worry.
Charlie.
5, mate. 5, I'd say.
Right, Holding. I'll give Holding his best out of the bunch. I'll give him a 7 as well. Go on, Terry.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7. Yeah.
David.
Yeah, 7 as well.
Richard.
8. I think he's better out of all of them.
Yeah, we're giving a high mark. Charlie.
7.
Someone said, Richard, you got a Jack Grealish hairstyle.
Oh what? Oh.
I'm just trying to find the comment. I can't find it.
What about our fullbacks then?
Oh, fucking
Do we have fullbacks? They never fucking fullback, do they?
We'll all night.
We have to be honest.
I saw Shea said at Arsenal TV, tell your barber you look like a Jack Grealish, mate. But I'm gonna wrap it up, right? Because that's the preview. Thanks all for watching. Check out my other video with the Arsenal Realists. Go subscribe to his channel and also subscribe to Rich's channel, Arsenal TV. Let's see who Emery picks out the hat tomorrow. Who's going to start? And
start a bingo hall.
And also, it's a case of he puts all their shirts in a dustbin, and whoever picks out that top is they're playing in that position. So that's all for us tonight. Hopefully we win tomorrow. And what we'll do tomorrow night, straight after kickoff, we'll go live for reactions. Yeah, so join us Thursday night straight after kickoff, and we'll go live. We'll do some reactions to the game. All right, take care. I'm out, everyone. Subscribe, like to the channel, please. Take care. Bye.
Bye.